With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. The Ravens had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Isaiah Likely the target that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
continue that in future drives. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Stroud. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory. Flowers going to go in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. You look at the defense for these Texans. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Hey, report. Let's get that touch.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Stroud to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not.
And he is going to go down. They sack him. The final play of the first quarter. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them. It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Jackson now. That's going deep for Bateman. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And Stroud now to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. Finding room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Jackson on first down. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. From the 41, here's second down at 7. In motion left, Hardman. Now it's Jackson. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Ravens on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. In motion left, Bateman. Throwing is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here. Brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good, and the rout is on. It's 24-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Ready? 18, 5 years. 18 and Redwood. 18 Redwood. Panther streak. Panther.
Stroud looking to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ford, that got in there to bring him down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Stroud out of the gun here. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Stroud. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and Brown is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Final play of the half, Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Stroud. A short one there. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 39 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Stroud looking to change the play. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Stroud. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The throwing again is Stroud. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains. Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Gets around him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Quickly out wide to Mechie. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Go check. Go check.
Back to throw. Stroud. Gets this complete to Shaheed. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Rolling to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to claw one back. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
1 play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. There he goes, right side. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. throwing now. Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens just continue to roll. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Mustang 19. Set, triple set.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
No, we changed it. Hey, middle.
Here's Jackson to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mind's...
Touchdown, Texans! Nico Collins from 4 yards out. And the Texans are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
They go play action with Jackson. A little short one there, caught by Likely. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. Complete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
This is fielded inside the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Taking a shot for Dell here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
Forced out to his left. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
79 Broncos. 60 Maverick.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Being chased out left.
Well, flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Let's go now.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
60 Bobcats.
And Stroud now to throw.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I like what they tried to do there, try to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
7 Pirates.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. Trap 50. Hey.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Pushing his way through, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to 24.
Texans 21. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Jackson now. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action. It's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
112 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Stroud. That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Stroud working out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
What is this?
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Looking deep here for Flowers. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 57 yards. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can